Cal State University East Bay. And afterwards, we're going to take questions from you all. If you have any question, please remember to drop it in the question and answer or in the chat box, and then we'll pick it up from there. And Laura will attend to all your questions. Thank you, Laura, for coming on today's virtual showcase.
Thank you, Jennifer and Malate, for coordinating it. Super happy to be here, and thank you to students for joining. I'm happy to share about Cal State East Bay.
All right, you have the floor.
Okay, great. I'm going to jump right in because I have a lot of information to cover. So welcome to the San Francisco Bay Area. Our main campus is in the city of Hayward. We're located on a hill overlooking San Francisco Bay. We have some beautiful views from our campus. The white building here in this picture is the upper part of our campus, and you can see the skyline of the city of San Francisco in the background here. We are a 30 to 40-minute drive from both downtown San Francisco and San Jose, Silicon Valley area. You see another little star on this map. That's for an off-campus center in Concord. That's where our nursing students are for the spring cohort, but all of our other international students are on the main campus in Hayward. And we have beautiful mild weather here year round. So a lot of the US is really hot right now in the summer, but we are very comfortable. And we also do not get extreme cold in the winter. It does not snow in the Bay Area, but if you want to experience snow, it's just a few hours drive to some amazing mountains and scenery. And as I said, our campus overlooks San Francisco Bay. It's one of the prime features of our campus. So our university was established in 1957. We have about 100 academic programs, and we're a mid-sized school in the CSU system. So our enrollment's about 12,000 students. That's about 10,000 undergraduate and 2,000 graduate. And we have a kind of a private school environment with a really low student faculty ratio. So 22 to 1 at the undergraduate level, 17 to 1 at the graduate level. You will know all your professors by name and they will know you. So why choose Cal State East Bay? We're part of the 23 campus California State University system, which is the largest public university system in the United States. And the CSU system is known for low cost, high quality education, preparing students for careers. We've got a lot of rankings here. One that I just want to highlight is that we're ranked in R2 high research activity on the Carnegie classification. It just means that you're going to have research opportunities in your field of study, whatever that may be. So we have the regional accreditation and AACSB accreditation for our College of Business. That's the most prestigious accreditation for business schools. It's the top 5% of business schools in the world. Most students are looking to get internships or practical training opportunities as part of their education. And our location in the San Francisco Bay Area gives you access to a lot of job opportunities. In the past academic year that we have data for, we had over 950 students approved for optional practical training and STEM OPT, and most of them stayed here in the Bay Area for that. Obviously, there's a lot of jobs in technology, but the Bay Area is also known as a biotech hub. It's also the finance hub of the West Coast, so there's opportunities in finance and accounting, and as well as because of the Port of Oakland and other import-export activities, there's opportunities in supply chain and operations and things like that as well. So these are companies that hired our students in 2023, 2024. So you'll see a lot of familiar names here in tech, but also in consulting and other fields. We are proudly very diverse university. We have students from over 60 countries. You see Nigeria is not making our top 20 here. So we'd love to see more students from Nigeria. Please also note we're diverse, not just because of our international students, which are 7% of our population, and that is actually the largest in the CSU system percentage-wise, but our domestic student population is also very diverse, reflective of the state of California and the San Francisco Bay Area. You see there's actually no majority ethnic group on our campus, so we have students from all different kinds of backgrounds. And we also have support centers for students of different backgrounds. So there's a Black Student Success Center, there's an Asian Student Success Center, there's a Latino Student Success Center. And our students always highlight that that's something that they like about our campus is that everybody's welcome. We offer 40 undergraduate programs. The most popular programs are business administration and computer science, but we also have a lot of popular STEM programs, including biological science, civil engineering, computer engineering, data science, which is new this year, and statistics. Other popular programs are health sciences, economics, and psychology. We also have some amazing arts programs. If you have any questions about any of them, please let me know. For undergraduate admissions, it's very straightforward. We're just looking at your high school transcripts, and we need an equivalent of a 3.0 GPA on the US scale, which is a B average in all classes. So we accept the WASI. You need to pass 5 tests for that. We do not require SAT or ACT for admission to the university. There's no personal statement or letters of recommendation required, but the SAT or an essay may be required if you're interested in scholarships. We also require an English proficiency test, and we do not waive that for students from Nigeria. So these are all of the tests that we're now accepting. The most common ones are TOEFL and IELTS. We also just this year announced that we're accepting PTE, the Pearson Test of English, and the MET, Michigan English Test. Or if you're in an AP curriculum, we can accept the AP test. If you're taking SAT or ACT, we can accept those tests. If you're an IB school, we can accept the IB test. So there's lots of options to fulfill the English proficiency requirement. We do also accept transfer students at the undergraduate level coming from community colleges, or if you have credits from Africa, those can be transferred as well. If you're in the British curriculum and you're taking O-level examinations, we require that you pass 5 subjects in the same year, including your English and math. And if you're taking the A-level exams, you might receive college credit for up to 24 semester units if you pass those exams with C- or higher. If you're in the IB curriculum, same thing, you'll get credit for IB exams that you pass with a 4 or higher. We also accept CLEP and AP tests for college credit. For graduate programs, we have about 25 programs. The most popular right now are computer science and business analytics. We also have popular engineering programs, construction management and engineering management. There's also a STEM MA program in interaction design and interactive arts. And we have a new MS in marketing analytics, which just launched last year and have their first students graduate already and get great internships. MS statistics is also quite popular. It includes a data science concentration. If you have questions about any particular graduate program, I'll be happy to take those. We're also excited to announce this year we have a new program called FAST, Falcon Accelerated Success Track. This is our university mascot. His name is Perry. He's a peregrine falcon. That's why it's called Falcon. So this is basically a joint blended bachelor's and master's degree. So for undergraduate students, it would mean taking 4 graduate level classes in the senior year and double counting those towards both the bachelor's and the master's. So if you're applying as a first-time freshman, you'll just complete the regular application. And if by the time you get to your junior or senior year, this is something you're interested in, you just submit an application. And if your GPA meets the requirements, you're automatically transitioned into the master's program. In most cases, you can get a master's degree then in just 1 year. So it's a great time saver and money saver, and we're super excited to offer this in a variety of fields. So these are some of the programs that are articulated. There's 28 total combinations available currently. So you could do this in biological science. Business administration can lead you to an MBA, business analytics, or marketing analytics graduate degree. You can do civil engineering to a master's in construction management. Computer science, bachelor's and master's, data science to statistics masters, economics, environmental science, global studies, or kinesiology. So this is a really exciting new program. Please check out the website if you want more details on that. For graduate admissions, again, we require TOEFL, IELTS, PTE, or MET. If you have a undergraduate degree from a country where English is the primary language, so that would be UK, Australia, um, Ghana, we accept those. We would waive the English proficiency test for, but completion of a four-year undergraduate degree with at least a 2.5 GPA. There are some programs like computer science and statistics that are looking for a 3.0 GPA. A note, if you have a three-year undergraduate degree, there are limited programs that accept that for a graduate admission. So that includes anything in our College of Business, so an MBA, business analytics, or marketing analytics. Construction management can accept a three-year degree, and then there's a few other programs that are listed on our international admissions website here. And then each graduate department also sets additional requirements for admission. So our engineering programs are going to want letters of recommendation and a statement of purpose and a resume. Some programs may ask you for a GRE, so business analytics or marketing analytics would want that, although they would waive it if you have work experience. So please check department requirements to make sure you're meeting any supplemental documents that they need. So our application intakes is two per year. We have a fall intake is the primary one, as well as a spring intake. Our spring application just opened. It's open from August 1st to October 1st. And all of our undergraduate programs accept students for spring, and most of our graduate programs do, although there's some graduate programs that are cohort programs that only admit in the fall. So that includes our one-year intensive MBA, our Masters of Accountancy, the Masters of Interaction Design, and MS Biology, for example, as well as some of these other specialized one, counseling, speech language pathology, Master of Social Work. So some of the graduate programs also have earlier deadlines and different review periods. So in most cases, applications for fall are open October 1st to May 1st, but please note earlier deadlines for some graduate departments. We do have a summer session, but it's very limited as to the programs that have a summer intake, and those are generally related to education, including our doctoral program, the EDD. So if you're interested in applying, you apply online via Cal State Apply, which is sort of the common application for the CSU system. You can apply to any of the 23 campuses through Cal State Apply. So you can submit multiple applications, and you'll pay a $70 application fee per campus. You will need to submit your official transcripts and your official test scores for admission. We do not require financial documents until after you're admitted to the university. So if you're admitted, we will send you a request to submit bank statements or loan documents to request your I-20. And again, please remember to submit any required documents for a graduate department as outlined by that department. Some of them will collect those documents via Cal State Apply. Some of them will ask you to email information to their department. So the application process is once you complete the Cal State Apply application, you will receive an email with something called a net ID, which is the student ID that would follow you throughout your career at Cal State East Bay. And using that net ID, you could log in to access the My CSUEB student portal. You'll also receive an automated email from our International Admissions Office that would allow you to upload unofficial documents if you want to use those at the time of application. However, if you already have completed all of your education, we would encourage you to go ahead and submit official documents for a more efficient processing of your admission. If you're currently in your studies and will not have it completed until later, then you would obviously need to submit unofficial documents. Then you'll be asked to monitor your application status via My CSUEB. There's a applicant tab where you can track that. And the processing time is about 1 to 2 weeks for undergraduate students and 4 to 6 weeks for graduate students because that requires department review. And then if you're admitted, we will ask you to complete an online I-20 consent form and upload your passport and financial documents. And then we ask for 1 to 3 weeks for processing of your I-20. The I-20 is then sent electronically by email. So we don't mail any hard copy admission documents. These are our current fees for this fall. So undergraduate tuition, $18,605, graduate tuition, $17,555. Graduate business programs have additional graduate business professional fees, so they're just over $23,000. Our living expenses are estimated at $22,924. It is expensive to live here in the San Francisco Bay Area because it's a very attractive place to live. So you do need to budget for high cost of rent and meals and incidentals. There is mandatory health insurance as well at about $2,000. So your I-20 amount, about $43,000 for undergraduate students, similar for graduate students, and then graduate business under $48,000. So it is a lot of money, we realize, but it's also a good value compared to other institutions in the United States. These fees are subject to change. The CSU system has already approved a 6% tuition increase per year for the next few years, so please budget accordingly as you're planning how long you will need funds for. We do have payment plans available, so if students do not want to pay their full semester fees at once, they can sign up for an installment plan and it'll break those fees into 3 monthly installments. We do have a scholarships portal for those that qualify. These are all merit-based scholarships. Even though you may be asked about your financial need, there are no scholarships that are based purely on financial need. So most of the scholarships in the portal range from $300 to $3,000. The portal opens in November and usually closes in March. All of the opportunities are available on an academic year basis, so there's no scholarships really for spring intake. But if you enroll in the spring, you might be eligible to apply for a scholarship for the following fall. We do have dedicated scholarships for undergraduate international students. They're called Global Excellence and Global Honors. These are merit-based, requiring at least a 3.3 GPA. And the smaller scholarship, Global Honors, is a one-time $2,500 award. And the larger Global Excellence is a full non-resident tuition waiver. So you would be enrolling as if you're a resident of the state of California. So after that tuition discount, you'd be paying about $7,000 per year in tuition. This is requiring SAT, ACT, or AP scores that are competitive, but it is renewable for up to 4 years if you maintain your GPA. So you could save about $50,000 in tuition over 4 years. These are students who've accepted these awards in the past 5 years. We haven't had a student from Nigeria get it yet. We would certainly welcome applications from Nigerian applicants. We also have non-degree programs on our campus. We know students from Nigeria are not going to need intensive English, but we do have a visiting student program as well. This is where if you can't commit to coming for a full 2-year or 4-year program, you could come just for a semester just to get the experience of studying in the US and then transfer those credits to another institution. Or you could use this if you're interested in a graduate program, but maybe don't have the prerequisites that you need to get admission to that. You could take some classes to get those prerequisites or maybe bump up your GPA to an admissible range. Very active campus life with lots of clubs. We are NCAA Division II athletics, which means if you're an athlete and you're interested in playing your sport, reach out to me. I can put you in touch with our coaches and see if you might be a good fit for one of our teams. We have an active student union, as well as a career center that has a lot of great resources for international students in particular to help with job searches. There are also career fairs on campus several times per year. And students are eligible to work on campus from your very first semester. You can work up to 20 hours per week. We do have housing available for students that want it. We totally leave it up to you. So if you want to live on campus, there is space for you and you're welcome to apply. If you prefer to live off campus, that's your right. We are located in a residential area in Hayward, so our campus is surrounded by homes and apartments. So there's a lot of our students that live off campus, but very nearby in easy walking distance, or maybe they get a bike or a scooter and so they don't need to have a car. If you're living further away, you might want to have a car, or you could use the bus system and the BART, which I'll show you later. So estimated cost for housing, you see it's high here in the Bay Area. So most of our students are going to share with friends and roommates to bring those costs down. If you're on campus, you'll be required to have a meal plan, but there's a lot of variable options on that. And if you're off campus, you can just buy food by the day, or you can get a meal plan to get a discount. It's a great dining with view of the bay. There's all sorts of different options to choose from. We also have some on-campus fast food options, including Starbucks, Panda Express. There's some halal food as well, and food trucks come twice a week. Recreation center is going to have all the fitness facilities that you would expect at any major university or at a gym that you might belong to. So these are free services to our matriculated students. The only thing that you would pay extra for is use of the swimming pool. We have all sorts of resources to help you succeed on our campus, from immigration advising to career advising, as well as on-campus tutoring. And I just want to highlight our Oscar program because a lot of our international students participate in this. This gives you a chance to be mentored by a faculty mentor outside of your classroom work and helps you develop academic and professional skills. There sometimes is funding available for these research projects or to present a paper that you might have worked on. So please check out the Oscar program if you're interested in research opportunities. Again, you can work on campus 20 hours per week. After you've been here for a full year, you can apply for an off-campus internship called CPT. After you graduate, you'd be eligible for a year of optional practical training, and in STEM fields, that can extend another 24 months to 3 years for STEM OPT. Again, we've got lots of students who are doing OPT and STEM OPT throughout the Bay Area. This is just highlighting some of the companies that have hired our students in a variety of different fields. So you'll see Apple, Twitter, Tesla, Hewlett-Packard, Expedia, aerospace company, Gap, Uber. So lots of opportunities for good work experience. We are located in this metro area serviced by the Bay Area Rapid Transit System. So we're between the Hayward and Castro Valley BART stations, as you see here. The university has just announced a new program where our students will be eligible to get a AC Transit Easy Pass, which is the public bus here in Hayward. This goes through all through Alameda County. Bus number 6 runs from the BART station, 60, sorry, runs from the BART station to our campus. And if you have this Easy Pass, which is free for you to apply for, you can get unlimited rides on local buses throughout our area. So that's a new feature starting this year. And I haven't been able to cover everything, so I just want to refer you where you can get more resources. We have an online video gallery that has some overview videos and testimonials from other students, as well as some how-to videos. So there's a how to complete the Cal State Apply application, how to complete the Pioneer Scholarship application, and several other videos to help you when your application is in progress or after you've been admitted for next steps. And there's also a 360-degree campus tour on our website that we would encourage you to visit. So I want to thank you for joining today. Please also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. And this is my WhatsApp business account. So if you have any follow-on questions, please take down this number and feel free to reach out to me anytime.
Right, everyone. Thank you so much, Laura. That was a hit. I like the fact that you ran through, even though we are almost at the time. But I'm seeing a question. Someone is asking if yeah, being in this session can end them application fee waiver, or do you have
Uh,
application fee waiver for Nigeria students?
yeah, unfortunately, no, we're not able to waive application fees for international applicants.
All right. Um, so I see that I have a question. You said one can submit multiple application.
Mhm.
So my question is, for each of those application, you need to pay $70
Yes.
for each
Yeah.
of
So,
them.
for example, if you're applying for, say, Master of Computer Science and you're applying to Cal State East Bay, you're applying to San Jose State, you're applying to Cal State Long Beach, you'd be paying $70 per campus.
All right. Um, so I know you also said something about the campus culture. Would
Mhm.
you mind throwing lights? Which of them do you think that stood out, or is has always been one thing that international students look forward to participating in?
Yeah, we've got a lot of clubs on campus. So there's both cultural clubs, like there's a Black Student Association, there's various religious clubs. So there's Muslim Student Association, Hindu Yuva Club, various Christian clubs as well. And then there's also special interest clubs and some that are more academic related. So if you're, in business, there's a human resources management group. There's various clubs for like coding. And they do hackathons and invite speakers from the industry to talk about how you get jobs in the tech industry. So there's things just that are just fun, and then there's also some that are also developing your professional linkages as well. Our sports teams, you're welcome to come and cheer them on anytime. We've got, basketball and soccer teams. Also, here in the Bay Area, there's a lot of great professional sports. We were talking earlier how the Golden State Warriors is our local team. We've also got San Jose Sharks is the professional hockey team in San Jose. We've got baseball in San Francisco. There's a new soccer league in Oakland, the Oakland Roots. And next summer, San Jose is one of the World Cup hosts. So if you're here by next year, you might be able to catch some World Cup soccer.
Right, great. Um, so before we wrap up, I would like to know what are the majors that that Nigerian students mostly apply to in your school?
It's really, I would say the most common programs are going to be our business and computer related programs, but it really, depends on the students. In general, the business analytics and computer science are most popular at the graduate level. I think we see some Nigerian students sometimes in construction management or engineering management as well. Undergrad, we see all sorts of majors.
Okay. Thank you so much for attending this session and giving us a deep dive into your programs and how a Nigerian student can apply to your school.
Thank
Um,
you.
Before we wrap up, I would like to also reiterate or perhaps ask one more question.
Okay.
So you said English, test of English language proficiency cannot be waived.
Right.
For majority of Nigeria students that had their education all through from the nursery to the elementary and
Right.
to high school, they've all had the language of instruction as English language.
Mhm.
Can having an average of a C in WAEC, can it be one reason to waive test of English proficiency for students?
That's a good question. Let me take that back to my director and see if that's something that we might be able to
All right.
update our policy for in the future. But as of now, we would not be able to accept that.
Thank you very much. I
Okay.
just wanted, because I know that many students would want to know if
Right.
such concession can be met for them.
Sure.
All right. Thank you so much. And
Okay, thank you.
please, if it's possible, you can drop your email
Yes.
on the chat, and so that if anyone wants to reach
Yeah.
out to you, they can easily do that.
Yeah, I'll put that in right now.
So thank you so much for everyone for attending today's session, and we'll be happy to do this again with you next week, Thursday. And to you, Laura, have a great day.
Great. Thank you all. Have a good evening.
Right. Bye bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye-bye.